If the side with the rook has pawns of its own, then the winning chances increase a lot as a rule, as in the following example by Kopaya from 1958. Without the h-pawns, it would of course be completely drawn. With black to move, black could play g3 immediately without the h-pawns, and the king is in some kind of body check, so it would be a very easy draw. But as medis are, black is completely lost. For example, after g3, white can just threaten to take the h-pawn. After king f5, h3, it's game over. White wins easily. Black can do nothing. Black is completely dominated, and white's king will just cross over to the king's side, and then the pawns will fall like ripe fruits. And king f3. After king f3, white can take the pawn and win. As after g2, he has check, followed by rook g3. And now, of course, black's king cannot move inside of the square of the h-pawn. Okay. But king f3 does not help. Now white's king comes closer. Rook a4 would be a mistake, as now h3 draws with the threat g3. For instance, after king d5, black has g3, check, king g2, and black draws. For instance, like this, or like this. And black manages to stalemate himself in time. Okay, and rook h3 check doesn't help. Yeah, and g3 is still threatened. And in case of rook g3 check, black also manages to stalemate himself in time. And it's a draw. But bringing the king back wins. This is also the rule: the king as slow unit should be brought back with high priority. Okay, no matter what happens now, white wins. For instance, king g2, then check, king a3, and the king again comes back and is now, of course, in time. Of course, exchanging pawns. King f3 would run into the nice stalemate joke, and black makes a miraculous escape, as rook takes g2 is immediate stalemate. But just exchanging the pawns, if the pawn takes back, then king f3 wins immediately, and if the king takes back, then white managed to circumvent the body check and arrange this typical scenario when the knight is not able to survive in the corner. Now black must promote to knight, which is lost immediately due to Zugzwang. King f3 also doesn't help. White can now win by rook a4 or by king e5, so I suggest we play rook a4. Best chance is, of course, again h3, but now white's king is one step closer and managed to lend a helping hand to the rook. And it's over. Check. And now finally the helping hand protects the rook, and black is in Zugzwang and loses the h-pawn immediately. Okay, so king g2 is no option due to the rook check. h3 also is no option. Now the rook has a better place to stop the g3 threat with rook g8, stopping the threat forever, and it's over. White's king is now close enough to prevent any stalemate defense. And white's king closes in on time. Yeah, and it is over. Mate in two. So finally only g3 is remaining, and now white of course must keep his winning potential, his reserve on the board. Each remaining pawn in such a situation is of course worth its weight in gold. You must keep your winning potential alive. And it is over, as the resulting pawn endings are won. We will see here by the usual body check trick. Rook g2 and rook g8. And now the king comes in for the final decisive body check. And now king f3. Of course not king f4. King f3. Body check. And now it's over. And black does not manage to imprison white's king at the edge. He had to play king f4 now, as we already know, but it was only possible to play king f3, and now the h-pawn will decide the issue.